What have been the biggest lesson so far that you've learned inside the Octagon?
Just being ready all the time. I feel like I was only just training when I had a fight lined up. I wasn't training consistently enough, to the point where I needed a full camp to get ready for a fight. Just being consistent with my training and taking it a bit more serious outside of fight camps.
You'll be going up against China's Wolverine, Yilan. So you think there are any advantages going up against a UFC first timer?
I don't know. He might have the nerves, maybe the UFC jitters. But I'm not banking on him having those jitters. I'm expecting a tough guy in front of me, and I expect him to be in the best shape of his life, because this is his first time fighting in the UFC, and I think he's taking it very seriously. So I'm expecting the best Yilan.
Josh, for your last fight, you got to experience what it was like to train alongside UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. What was that like?
It's unreal. You get to see what it takes to be a champion, and it's there's no secret to it. It's just hard work and being consistent with your training. Talent can only get you so far. Where seeing how Alex trains shows you that it's not about having just the talent. It is about having talent, but also having the work ethic, to be able to keep training hard and consistent. There's no secret around like becoming a champion. It's nothing but hard work.
Joshua, speaking about your last fight, you settled for a draw against Canada's Charles Jourdain. You dropped him in the first round, but somehow one of the judges just scored that round for him. And then another judge gave you a 10-8 to force a draw. Scored a 10-8 against you, rather, to force a draw. What do they have against you, man?
See, this is one of those things that's a little bit frustrating. I feel like now, because of that kind of dodgy judging, it's like set me back a little bit. Now I feel like my back's up against the wall with this one. Now that I'm going into my third fight and I still don't have a win. It's a one loss, one draw. So I feel like my back's up against the wall just because of some dodgy judging. But my mindset for this is to not leave it in their hands anymore. Is to my job is to go out there and win the fight to the point where it doesn't have to go into their hands, where they're having the night off.
Filipino fighters as of late, after Brandon Vera and Mark Munoz, Filipinos have not done well in the UFC. We also know that you're representing Australia, but you're a full-blooded Filipino. So is there additional pressure in carrying the flag, and also, having to pick up that win here in your third fight?
It's pressure, but it's good pressure. I feel like it's an honor for me to be representing the Filipinos. It's a big thing for me. I'm very proud to be Filipino. Even though my parents worked so hard to create a life for me in Australia, to create a life for me and my brothers in Australia, but also I'm very proud of my family's heritage, and how hard they had to work to give us the life that I have now. So I feel the pressure, but it's good pressure. It's a good weight on my shoulders, and I'm happy to represent the Philippines. There's no other way around. I'm like I said, I'm a proud Filipino.